Well, the NFL on EA Sports has moved across the Atlantic to the capital city of London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mike, Mike by 4. Cut.
And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Here we go. Hey, get away with it. Check three. Here we go, going to 53. Twist.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Collins coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Now, I know we're only 2 plays in, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Take on Austin.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 49ers' 48-yard line.
Here we go.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Get in the weight room. 47.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a scoreless game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go.
Hey, gun. Go ahead.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo taking a shot for Samuel. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Wide, get wide.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Like 20!
55. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Right. Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Here we go, here we go. 49, check 49, check 49.
21, 21. Here we go.
On second and 11 now. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
First down and goal to go.
Here we go. 180! I got you, I got you.
Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Check 52. Flag!
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. We're scoreless after one. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
Mike, 55. Check 55.
Hey, high 7.
Garoppolo now. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal.
Mike 55. Mike 55. He can't hang. He's
Go, go.
under 10. Under 10. 10. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all.
Whip. Watch the whip.
On second down now, it's Elliott, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Check. Watch 54. Watch the there. Kill. 47. Check 3. Right there. 54, Mike.
Third and short yardage. Prescott complete to Jason Witten. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
15 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
The run by Elliott, a good one on first down as he's able to pick up about 6 there. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Tighten up.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott being chased out left. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. That's complete to Cobb. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, 47.
On play action, Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Elliott a 1st down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Watch the run. Kill.
Prescott from the gun. It's caught. And it's 8-0. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Here we go.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter.
Let's go.
Here we go.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Well, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go. 180!
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Shit.
1, Omaha.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. 20. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he is in to make it 16-0. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
65. Hey, gun.
Kill.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. Open man is born. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, AD!
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, AD! White.
Watch the run, watch the run.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
49ers nothing.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go, here we go,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Here we go.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
What's the run? They're running it.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Oh, here we go. Oh, Mike 55.
On first down, Garoppolo. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, that credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
They will run again with Coleman. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
I got you.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Check 55, Mike. Watch the pass.
He's coming. We got double up. Check.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the 49ers get a score closer. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Jason Witten, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Bang, 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 bang.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
26.
Prescott to throw it. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They begin the drive with Coleman. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Here we go. Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The sack by Robert Quinn.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 13-yard line.
Go. Get out there.
Here we go, G. Here I come.
Here we go.
My 54.
It's caught. Cooper. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll buy some time right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A 1st down and then some. 36 yards. On 1st down, Elliott. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. On 1st and 10, Prescott flushed out right. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Eric Armstead picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Space to run past the 20, and all the way down to the 17-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. Now a carry for the big fella. This is Jameis Olawale. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, big man with the ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Kill. Here we go, 47. 51, Mike 51.
Know your job. 51's Mike. Mike 51. Check.
26.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to. Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And Forbath will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Mike 54.
Now Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
I got it.
10th carry now for Elliott. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And this one complete to Levine Toilolo. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing.
And now here is another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They go to Elliott again. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Throwing here, Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Come get some. Come on here. Come on here.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would